At the same time, 5 p.m. East African time, there will be another huge clash. Manchester United will be taking on Nottingham Forest. This is a big game, of course, especially for Manchester United, given the slightly, can we call it a faltering start after that very tough result against Tottenham Hotspur last time out. They were humbled almost, Timothy. And then now we have got the news in this particular week that Luke Shaw has got a muscle injury that might keep him out for a few weeks rather than months. We're yet to get the confirmation from the club. But with Mason Mount already injured, Timothy, and a few other injuries, Rasmus Højlund is not yet back into the side. How does the Manchester United side recover, or what does Aith do in this particular fixture team?
I think Erik ten Hag could be disappointed on the left back because Luke Shaw is always
he looks rejuvenated under Erik ten Hag.
He's a starter who is always assured of that position. For Mount, I think it could be slightly good news for Erik ten Hag. The fan base has been crying for Eriksen to be reinstated because it seems Mount's presence in that midfield has made it lightweight. So
we expected him to give us a bit of energy.
Yes, the energy is expected from Mason Mount, but maybe the formation doesn't suit him because he's lying deep, yet he likes to be playing
more forward,
the Bruno role sort of. So I think maybe Ten Hag could now make that switch, knowing that Mount is injured, because your expensive players, you always want them to be playing. Pitch. But Man United has to look into that Tottenham game. I thought they did control the first half of the game, and we always say when you have the possession and the dominance,
you need to kill off the
game. So they didn't do that. There was that Bruno chance. They should have made United lead 1-0.
It should be the miss of the season.
Yes, so far I think so. So United will look into this Nottingham Forest, and they can hurt you. They have the pace. Elanga will be coming back to Old Trafford. Awoniyi is one of the presence. That can also hurt Man United. But if United can control the game early enough and then get a goal or two, then they can easily see off this. But they've given Nottingham Forest some good news on their side, because Nottingham will look at that left back without Luke Shaw.
Who comes in? Malacia is still injured.
Malacia is still injured, so it has to be Dalot. Dalot will play that number, and Dalot is not very good defensively, so it could be something they could capitalize on. So even defense-wise, I don't think Varane and Martinez have started really well. That cohesion in them, let alone the number 6, Casemiro, for me has been.
Oh, it's been a nightmare start for Casemiro.
Last season it took about 10 games to dribble past him. I think it's 2 games and 6 times already they've dribbled past him.
It's not started well.
I was so critical in that Tottenham game, Tony. Around the 80th minute, 85th, Casemiro looked to be out of his depth. He was trotting along the pitch. So if that is how Man United is going to play, then they can give Nottingham Forest a chance.
It will certainly be very, very interesting. Like you've said, the left back is a position that they'll have to watch out. Of course, we know that Nottingham Forest have Brennan Johnson, who likes to operate more on the right, and he's a player that can hurt you if you give him the chance. So this will certainly be a very, very interesting game to watch. For Manchester United, especially in the midfield, Casemiro has not played well. Maybe the return of Eriksen might give him a bit more balance in this particular one. We'll wait to see how that pans out. For me, the biggest conundrum, and where I feel Ten Hag needs to check himself, is continuously shunting Rashford into that number 9 position. He's not a number 9. Or if he was as a toddler, he can no longer play that place. I feel to get the best out of Rashford, get him back into this left wing. Garnacho has not started particularly well. Anthony as well on the opposite flank. But if really you need to extract the best out of Rashford, who scored almost more than 30 goals last season, you cannot then take him out of his favorite position. I would rather you bring Martial in, give Rashford his opportunity on the wing, and maybe do whatever you want in the right wing. Give Garnacho a chance, give Pelistri a chance, give Sancho a chance maybe. But let's get the best out of Rashford. This is what he has to be looking at mostly.
I think that Tony, you've said it well, because last season Man United had a workhorse there who would simply hold that ball, and then when Rashford is making the
I'd rather even put a Martial there.
Capitalize. Exactly, and that's my point. Just bring in Martial. He has the ability to hold the ball and
play a nice ball.
So, looking at Nottingham Forest, they're not the biggest of sides. you would maybe not experiment. That has worked before. So play Martial up front and then get Rashford back to the left wing. And you've mentioned a good point. Anthony seems not to be delivering. It's been almost a year.
It's getting too many chances to keep trying.
I would not go for Pellistri because I still think that Sancho.
There's something in Sancho.
Sancho can do the job in number 7. That is where he made his name. While at Dortmund, can't he rediscover his abilities in that position? So the entire Man United team, as they wait for the new signing to come back, they should be able to think around and find a working formula.
It will certainly be very, very interesting. Manchester United go into this particular fixture with only one win. They'll be looking to keep up with the other teams nearer the top part of the table. So this is the particular one they will be going into looking for. It's almost a must-win fixture, especially with the other teams' performances around them. I think they have what it takes as well for this particular one. I've gone for 2-1 win for Man U.
I think United should also be able to win this. I've gone for a slightly bigger win, 2-0.
It will certainly be very, very interesting. Big one there. Let's share with us your thoughts. How do you think Manchester United will do in this one? Don't go anywhere. We are bringing you more of the games.